Here's to Wally Lewis,
King Wally.
for lacing on a boot.
Here's Lewis on the go again. Lewis got away beautifully over there. Lewis is over the line. Lewis holds it up now. He accelerates. Here he goes.
A field goal from Wally Lewis. Wally Lewis is in! Lewis with a big grin on his face now.
He's the Emperor of Lang Park.
The Emperor of Lang Park. Hello, Wally.
Hey, Wally.
Hello, guys. How are you?
Great to talk to you, mate. Look, I don't want to ask you your opinion of New South Wales Blues, but can I ask you your opinion of New South Wales Blues? What can we do to beat Queensland?
Oh, well, mate, they weren't far away from it. I've heard a whole pile of criticism about New South Wales and what they didn't do, what the problems were, what the issues are for the next game. But they were beaten on the bell by a Queensland team that's really pulled out their best in the last couple of minutes. So they were so close to success. Queensland was so close to failure. So I think every State of Origin game, particularly the second one, tends to be the most important of the series to keep the game alive, keep the series alive, and certainly with a pretty handy team on board, I think New South Wales has certainly got a very good chance of being able to level the series.
There you go.
All right, well, let's see what kind of tipper you are, Wally. It's a limited round. I think there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. The Cowboys and the Panthers on Friday. Who are you tipping there?
Yeah, well, both of these teams have got a whole pile of players out. It's being played in North Queensland, but I'm going to go with the Panthers. I think Penrith, certainly Ivan Cleary, I really appreciate his ability as a coach. He gets the best out of his players. I'll go for the Panthers this one, despite it being played in North Queensland, where a lot of teams feel extremely uncomfortable venturing into Townsville.
And Amanda's Roosters, that's what they're officially known as, take on the Knights.
Who are you tipping?
Yeah, I'm going to go for the Knights in this one. It'll probably upset her a little bit, but
Yes.
I'm still having trouble understanding why the Roosters aren't going a little bit better than what they are. That might be a nice way of saying it, I think. It's been a fairly poor season for them, and James Tedesco, he's had one of those years, I think, where everyone seems to be criticising him when it's not his fault at all. But
Sure.
In a match like this, I think I'm going to go for the Knights because they're playing on their home track and they seem to be 10 foot tall and bulletproof while playing at Newcastle and a little easier to beat while they're playing away from home.
All right, well, then we have the Eels and the Sea Eagles. Where are you going there?
Yeah, I'm going to go for the Eels in this one, playing at Parramatta. They always seem to play fairly well. I believe that they're going to be feeling it a little bit tougher with some of their players missing from State of Origin, but I think that certainly when we're playing at home at Parramatta, they tend to be 10 foot tall and bulletproof. There, they play much better.
Right, yeah. Tigers versus the Storm.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the Tigers in this one. I've had people questioning me in Brisbane. Are you the full quid going for the Tigers? What about the way they played last week? The Storm, they're one of those teams that certainly play extremely well, consistently. Had a wonderful game last week, but they're missing a whole pile of their origin stars, so I think I'll go for the Tigers in this one.
And the Sharks versus Bulldogs, I suppose with Nico Hines, he's in the Sharks' side.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head there, and he'll want to prove to the Origin selectors that he shouldn't have been dropped from the side. He's had as he described it, a shocker last week. It wasn't one of those games, but he'd be a guy that I'd pick in every side, every representative side. He can play every position in the back line, and I think he'll be out to prove to selectors they did it wrong. And certainly for Sharks fans, he's presented a consistent performance. Every week he produces a very good effort, and certainly that's going to get the Sharkies home.
Because I look at him, I feel that he's been hard done by that because he's a very gifted player. It's almost like no one was watching him, like he makes one mistake and everyone piles onto him, like selector-wise, for that.
Yeah, he's a wonderfully talented player. I like watching him play. I think he's a fantastic guy off the field. Been listening to him talk. He's a realist. He doesn't try to take Rome in a day, but he's playing in a Sharks team that really do need to present their best. They're missing a couple of players, sure, but so are everybody in this competition. And the Doggies seem to really get over the top of their opponents on a situation like this. But I just think in this game we're going to see Nico produce his best, and that will inspire his teammates.
There you go. Well, Wally?
In the lead up to Origin, on Tuesday night, 9 o'clock, Wally Lewis the King, an hour-long
A
documentary.
documentary.
About you.
Yeah, it is. It's something that I'm not wise as to what everyone else is saying about me. So I think there could be a couple of sprays coming. And Gene Miles is already a former teammate. He's already told me he's dropped the line about being the most arrogant footballer he played alongside. He said, but you've got to watch it. He said there's a little bit of a curve in there. He said, but I'm not telling you what I've said about you. So yeah, that's on. I should imagine if there's anybody from across the border that's giving their opinion, I'm going to cop one of the best sprays of all time about the State of Origin games. But I just feel very, very lucky to have played footy. I was born into a footy family. My mum was a good sportswoman herself. She played for Queensland in netball. My dad actually said that just proved, there you go, she had 5 children and she played for Queensland in netball. She was very good at handling balls, wasn't she? She was a real sportswoman, one that sort of helped me go on. But I owe everything to my dad, and I say a fair bit about that in this doco. He was a wonderful man who just gave me enormous amounts of time to teach me how to get better.
Right, great. Well, Wally, we look forward to
fantastic.
watching it. As long as Paul Thornton keeps that story about what he did to your toilet in your new house out of it, that'll be fine.
I think that one will have to. Otherwise, we'll be banned from being on television for life.
Wally Lewis, it's always great to talk to you. The King is 9 o'clock next Tuesday on Channel 9, or stream it now on 9 Now. Thanks, Wally.
Thanks, guys.